Hey! Hello everyone, my name's Bottletophornet, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. We've just got ourselves our first little friend, but unfortunately we don't have a saddle for them. So, what I'm going to do is quickly grab you, come this way. We're going to tie them up over here temporarily. And to start off this episode, before we start building the pathways up to our new little house up there and getting it ready to work with these horses, we're going to go on a little adventure and try and see if we can find a saddle. So we'll have to come back and test this one and see whether it's fast, whether it's a good horse or not. We still have a couple of other ones spread around. But I think I am geared up, pretty much ready to go. I've got myself a little bit of food. I've got some tools. I might get a little bit more iron just in case and some wood to take with me. We don't need these. But yeah, we're going to see what we can find, go for a bit of an explore around. We might grab a bed and take that with us as well so that we don't have to travel through the night. And then we'll see whether we can find one. If we can, hopefully we can, we'll come back, start working on these pathways around the mountain, and that way we're going to be able to start moving around this landscape a little bit easier than this. Jump, jump, jump. I'm getting used to it a little bit, but at the same time, I will be super ready to have a horse. All right, I got myself a bed, I got a little bit of wood, some iron, a spare shield, and we're quickly just going to breed up a couple of these cows that I have up here now. In between episodes, I just went and got those up so that we could start breeding them for leather, because we are going to want to enchant pretty soon. So the more of these guys that I can get bred up right now is going to help with the food situation, as well as getting ready for enchanting. Now, I do have to admit, my level is at 21 right now because I died. And it was a creeper. I was doing a little bit more exploring down in the cave system that we found, and it dropped from a tiny little spot up high, landed on me and exploded before I could even turn around and raise my shield. Bit of bad luck, but that's okay. I still managed to get myself enough diamond to make a helmet, and we have a few extra diamonds down there as well, ready to use in the future. Most likely going to be for diamond shovels so that we can carve out the side of this mountain here and start to terraform with some dirt. So I'm going to quickly go and sleep, and then we'll head out a direction. That way. That way, I suppose. All right. Adventure time. Now, I'm not going to record most of this. I'm probably going to spend a good amount of time exploring around. I'll bring you guys in if anything really fancy happens. But more to the point, I just want to go out and see what I can find. It could take quite a few in-game days, and obviously that's not going to make for a very interesting episode. We want to get some stuff done. So if I can go out this way, find some chests, maybe some water, with some ships in it or something, I'm not sure. I'll see what I can find. If I could find a desert out in this direction, although I probably would be better going that way, we'll see. But a desert out this direction and some desert temples, I feel like that's probably my best bet for finding a saddle. But again, we're just going to have to see what our luck's like. Oh, hello, cat. Ooh. Oh. God, I love this new terrain generation. Look at that. That is so cool. That is so cool. Okay. Beautiful little aquifer. A nice hole here, waterfall, and it all just flows down. That is so unique. Oh, I love this. Well, we have an easy way down into a dripstone cave if we so desire. Look at all that copper. Oh, I'm getting distracted. That's for another time. We're going to have this world for ages, so I don't have to worry about trying to get everything right now. Ooh, pumpkins is good. Pumpkins is good. And mountains. How do I decide what to put into the episode? That is the biggest problem that I'm having right now, where honestly, it's too much. There's so many things that I would love to show you guys, but I'm going to try and be efficient and maybe do a little bit more off camera than I did in the last series. I tried to include absolutely everything I could in the last series, but I do like the idea of trying to pace the episodes a little better, trying to make them a little bit more engaging so that you guys don't have to listen to me ramble on like I am right now. All right. Let's see what we can find. Ooh. Okay. New village. That's really interesting. Is that the village generation going up the side? Let's be a little careful. Look at this. That is so cool. Oh, I know it's all a little bit scuffed in some places, but man, it almost reminds me more of OG Minecraft, where the landscape was just a little bit scuffed, but that's what gave it its charm. And now it just feels like, yeah, we're kind of back to that, which is amazing. And hay. Yes, give me the hay. Ooh, that's a interesting underground house. Okay. Well, a village. And this whole village is actually quite high up here. Up on the top of the mountain. That's so cool. Oh, yes, give me your wheat. Give it all. But from up here, we actually have a decent view of a little bit further into the distance. So looking out there, ooh, we have ourselves another ruined portal. And maybe if we get lucky, we might be able to see a shipwreck from here. Cows, I will take your leather. All right. Well, I'm going to raid the rest of their hay, and then we're going to continue on our way. That rhymed. The beauty of doing big walks like this, big explores earlier on when you can, is that little farm that I was setting up at base to get myself a bunch of leather. It's not really necessary anymore. We're getting well on our way to enough leather to make ourselves a full enchanting setup. I know you're here somewhere. Ooh. So we only need 12 more, and then we have enough. Now, nothing so far as an ocean. Hello, my friends. Or a desert yet. But I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to keep heading out in the opposite direction of the way that the sun sets. So the way that the sun rises, which is east? Yeah, east. Nailed it. And that way, all I have to do is pretty much follow the sun back home. I'm trying not to vary too much left or right. Just giving myself a chance to load a bunch of new chunks, find new areas, kill new cows, and hopefully we stumble across somewhere where we can find a saddle. Aha, only 6 to go. And I have heaps of raw beef. Beautiful. All right, onwards. And we have an ocean. Wonderful. This way we can travel a lot quicker and hopefully find a desert on the other side. Find some sunken ships. Maybe even... Ooh. Speak of the devil. And maybe if we're really lucky, we'll find ourselves a dark oak forest. Because if I can get myself some dark oak and some saplings, I should be able to grow any type of tree I desire, which is obviously very helpful in regards to being able to expand and grow and make cool looking stuff. Ooh, that's really good. Don't need potatoes, and we'll take the gold. Gib. Thank you. Now to see what kind of luck we get out of this ship. This may be one of the most intact ships I've ever seen. It's almost perfect. Other than the fact that it's obviously buried, but... Okay, a little bit of stuff. Oh, wow. This is where we have to start being very, very careful with what we keep. Disregard nuggets in favor of the ingots themselves. I have plenty of lapis at home, so I'm not going to grab that. I'm just going to leave that as it is and go for the rest of the stuff, because without shulker boxes, we're going to have a hard time keeping all of the stuff that we want. So anything that I can do to make that easier on myself is going to be very helpful. Books are amazing because it means that we need to use less leather and don't need a Got one of those, or any, honestly, any of those. So we'll grab this buried treasure map. And we don't need the paper either. And do you want to give me a saddle? I don't know whether the ship's ones can have them. Moss, though, I can more than handle. And it's right there. Okay. Let's see whether we get lucky and get maybe a couple of diamonds would be nice. Worst case, we're going to get ourselves a Heart of the Sea and be able to move on to further lands. Okay, let's scoot a little pixel booty out of there. I don't know whether you guys can see that. There we go. And it should be somewhere right around here. There we go. We got a diamond, heaps of iron, which is great. I'm going to replace my sword. We're going to keep that, and ooh, potion of water breathing. That's interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to put the treasure map away there, and we're going to keep that potion. That's very, very helpful. I think I vaguely remember them mentioning that now there is a chance to find those in the treasure chests. So that's great. That's very helpful if you do find yourself in an area where you want to go exploring underwater and it's quite deep. And it means that you can get those sort of things without having to obviously craft them or go get... Ooh, there's a ship over there. Or go get yourself a blaze rod from the nether. Do the same thing. Just scoot the little booty. I'm stuck. Hello? Let me off. Thank you. Scoot the little booty over into here. And we'll go backwards. Should be down there. There we go. First one I tried. And just a heap more iron. And gold. Cool. Back on the search for a desert and some dark oak. We're going to get a saddle if it's the last thing I do. Oh, lordy. That may be one of the most impressive looking jungles I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of that bamboo forest. What? Wow. That's actually really, really impressive. I love the color. We already have a jungle right near our base, so I'm not too worried about trying to grab any bits and pieces. But if I did happen to see a jungle temple while I was skirting around the edge of this, I could definitely go check that out and see whether it had a saddle. It's all about the saddle. All right. Jungle temples? Oh, not jungle temples. Let's get away. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Hello? These mountains. We have one that is an icy one back at base, but look at that. Have you ever seen anything like that in Minecraft? That is spectacular. Look at that view. It's almost like something that you would make by hand, and that is amazing. Oh, I love this new update, guys. I love it. Let's cook up some. Oh, I don't have anything to cook that with. Later then. Let's do a bit of exploring of this place. But still nothing. Still no saddles. But my God, this may be some of the most beautiful natural terrain I've ever seen. Look at that. Is that calcite up there? Is that emerald up there? What? Oh my goodness, we have to climb these mountains. We have to. Let's start with this peak over here and see what it looks like. There's so many ores up here, which is incredible. I have seen the picture showing off. Oh, showing off the way that ores now generate and how some of them do generate more as you get higher. But seeing emerald ore displayed like that on the edge of a mountain, what? It just doesn't seem right. It seems like something that someone would have added to their own mountain to make it look fancy. But here we are. I'd love to see what height this is at. Ooh. What a unique style of biomes. We have a savanna, we have like an oak normal forest, we've got a jungle and a mesa over there. Oh, we're at 182. Unbelievable. Too many things to explore, guys. Too many things. All right. The search goes on. Ooh, emeralds. I went for an hour more in that direction. And we had no luck. So we're going back home and we're going to go the other way. To the west. I think that's our house just up there. I promise. I will get you a saddle. I promise. To the west. To the west. Finally. Oh my goodness. 3 hours. 3 hours I have been roaming the lands in search for any chest, anything that would give me a saddle. And I honestly didn't expect to just find it in a random village, but finally we have a saddle. How far out am I? Nearly 5,000 blocks in to the west? I must have come from that direction. Whew. Still no dark oak though. Big sad. That is so good though. Oh my goodness. I can finally relax. I'm going to collect all this wheat too because I love wheat. And have a quick look in these few places here. But we did it. Oh God, we did it. Finally. And now, by land and sea, I will make my way back. I actually crossed an ocean that I think was somewhere around 2,000 blocks across. And we did see about 3 ocean monuments in there, so it wasn't truly a bad thing to do all this exploring. We did find some good places. I've grabbed a couple of screenshots of some areas that I might like to visit in the future. But for now, we're going to go straight back home. And if I get this out, I should be able to just follow the compass. And we can bring our little friend a saddle. Yeah. Also, before anyone says, why didn't you get a horse and ride that back? It'd be faster. I don't want to do our friend the injustice of riding another horse with the saddle that I went and got for him. Nah, none of that. I'll use my own 2 legs. And I'll see you at home. Can you imagine if after all of that effort, we come back to this horse and he's slow? Finally, we are back and we can see whether that's the case. So, put it on him. And where is that post? Grab the thing. It's got a lot of health. Whoa, 15? Damn, okay. Okay. Pretty decent, actually. Pretty decent. What about its jump? Also okay. Okay. So, it looks like we might have a decent horse. We'll be able to test out the others that are around here as well, and maybe even breed them together. If we find a really, really fast one, we could breed it with this one and see whether we could get the health, the jump, and the speed. But, all in all, pretty good. It's got to be over 2 blocks. Definitely. We should do some testing. All right. I just dug myself a little bit of a gap. Let's see whether it can do 3 high. Yes. That wasn't even a perfect jump. So again, not even a perfect jump. As long as I get it into that end zone, looks like it can go just over 3 blocks high. Nice. So we've got a 3 block high jump, 15 hearts of health, and also pretty decent speed. Very, very nice. Now, I'm just going to stay there. I'm going to quickly hook them up like that. And I'm going to go over and try out some of the... my inventory is so full. Try out some of the other ones. See whether or not they also have good speed. And if they do, if one of them is like really, really fast, then yes, we will definitely start up a little stables and get them breeding. Love me. Love me. No, no, no. Love me. Please? Yes. All right, let's put the saddle on this one. And maybe slightly faster? Definitely. We'd have to test it. Honestly, it's hard to tell a little bit sometimes when you're riding, but this does feel quite fast. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to ride up. Wait, what's the jump like? Also probably about 3, maybe 2.5. And the health is very low on this, but the speed, nice. Now I'm going to go grab... I'm going to go grab these eggs. Grab another one of my leads that I have over here. And we're going to put this one down with the other. And then we might try one more before we get into building the... that should be somewhere here, right? Yes. Before we get into building the rest of the walkways and stuff, I can put away a bunch of this hay that I gathered while I was out and about. What else can I put away? Also got a brewing stand from one of the villages that I visited and a bunch of other stuff. 48 books even, which is amazing. But let's go. You can imagine though, coming down here, slowly curving our way around the side of the hill and just terraforming it out so that this area here is also flat. And we're going to just have this lovely little gentle gradient going down the side of the mountain. It's going to allow us to smoothly make our way back and forth from our starter base to the mine area to the eventual township that we have over on that hill. I'm really starting to get super motivated about this world, coming up with some really interesting ideas. You two can stay there and we'll see if we can find... Now there's that one there. But do I try? Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it. Love me? Yes. Yes. This one's also got a lot of health, which is great. If it had amazing speed, it would be wonderful to breed together with the other one that we got. Finally. All right. No. Slow. Big slow. What about jump, though? Also not great. Thank you for your time and patience. You may continue on with your life. All right. Now, I'll quickly sleep in a second, but I think somewhere over here there was a... There was a black horse, and we'll try that one out as well. I think 3 candidates is... Oh, for a second I thought that was a pink sheep. I think 3 candidates is good for horses, and that will give us a few options as far as breeding goes. And it's dark brown, but that may be the one that I thought I was looking at. We'll try it out. Oh, it may be this one here. Also dark brown, but oh, I love that little color. Love me. Love me. Love? You've got good health too. 13? Yes. Yes, yes. Love? I don't see any particles. But, okay. We have it. And pretty decent speed as well. Okay, so it feels like those 3 were fairly close in speed, but this one definitely has some nice health to go with the first one that we got. And... oh, it's a terrible jump, but that's okay. That's okay. We will keep it as another option. And see how we go. Now, I think, if I'm lucky, I have another set of leads down, just quickly thrown into storage here. I do. So we may as well grab all of those horses, even the one that I was going to let go free, and we can keep them together. Come here, please. There you go. And where is that other one? You can also come over here, and you guys are going to have a beautiful view of what we're about to get up to, which is getting to terraforming. So I'm going to do a massive time lapse here. This is probably going to be a power of work, especially this early in the game. So no enchanted gear, none of that. We're just going to try and see what we can do with a couple of diamond shovels and a bunch of perseverance. So I hope you guys enjoy this time lapse. We'll be back to check it out and try it out with our horses on the other side and see how it feels, see whether it worked well. All right, let's get into it. Yeah. And so we now have ourselves a little path going down the side of the mountain. There's a weird glitch where I can see through the wall of the cave over there right now, but in general, I'm pretty happy with this. I did a little bit of stonework. I will probably add some andesite to it over time. Actually, I might have enough with me now, but I'll add some andesite to that. In general, I just tried to vary up the shapes and blocks that I used in the pathing here, added some trees and bushes, and I think down the line, if I find myself an area where I can use shears on some ferns, I might bring some ferns into here as well. But if we come down this way, we'll go over to where our horses are. I think my horse might be down at the bottom there. That's a very strange glitch that happens, and it disappears like that. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Might just be an incompatibility with one of my mods, since I have got them fairly early on in the release of 1.18, so that's definitely possible. But for this, we come down here, make our way down towards the mine entrance, and this is our main horse that we've been using. So if I just take him off here, and if we come out this way, over here we have a little bit of space that can be connected to later, but we come up this direction and in through a cave that I might adjust that front bit of it a little bit too, but come up through here and we have a nice little area to ride up the side of the mountain. So I want to do things like add better lighting and more detail into the, there's that glitch again, into the top of it, but in general, this is a nice and quick path up the side of the hill towards our base. I like it. Now, I do need to fix something up here. I had a creeper explode. Luckily, it seemed to have only taken out this side and nothing of the building. But yeah, look at that. I think that looks pretty good. I think I did a half-decent job of blending it in to look semi-natural, and we'll probably add some more stuff to this side of the mountain over time that's going to make it blend in even more. I would like to maybe add some more crops growing in little bays down the side of the hill and use that expanse a little bit so that it looks a little more filled in. But all in all, for now, this is a lovely little path and a very quick and easy way for us to get down towards the other side of the hill. Now, you may have noticed at the start of that time lapse that I did actually spend a little bit of time. Hey, stop it. Spend a little bit of time making myself a skeleton spawner so that I could enchant up some gear. Got very lucky and got a couple of really good enchants. The efficiency and unbreaking on the shovel and the same on the diamond pickaxe. We even got fortune 2. But if we pop down here quickly, I made it so that, well, I'm not going to take the horse down there. I made it so that we actually come down into this natural cave here and then across down here to the skeleton spawner that we found. So this is actually working quite well. I managed to get a Fortune 3 pick as well, so when we find some more diamond, we're going to be able to get a lot more of that. And in general, this is a very basic setup. It does require a lot of damage to be done. It's not like one where they drop and you can kill them quickly. But for early game, getting myself up to level 30 is quite easy. I managed to get an enchantment on that, and I got Depth Strider on my boots. So I've hit level 30 quite a few times while I was building it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think I enchanted that as well. So 6 and 7. So I've probably done 7 or 8 even. Obviously, down the line, we'll make this look a little bit prettier. But super happy to have this as an early game XP farm. And there we go. In fact, I decided that I would continue here until I hit level 30. You can see that we're getting a decent supply of bones and whatnot, and plenty of different types of armor that we could probably disenchant even just to get more levels. But let's try... Wait, I should grab some lapis as well. Let's see what we can get as far as protection 3, unbreaking 3. We'll go for that one. Fire protection, beautiful. Nice early game enchantments, and definitely getting ourselves well underway. And not too hard to sort of stand here and just relax, watch a YouTube video or something, and spend 15 minutes getting myself some XP and enchanting gear. And I have to resist the temptation to do that right now. So, with that, we've spent a fair bit of... That's just too many to leave unkilled. Okay, there we go. Leave. Don't look. Don't look. So we spent a fair bit of time this episode wandering the landscape, searching for a saddle. We found a few cool looking places, and oh, that's very close. And definitely made our way through a decent amount of the world. Managed to find a saddle, managed to get ourselves a horsey set up, and after that time lapse, we've got ourselves a decent way up the side of our mountain. Oh, if only there was a decent way up out of this. Come on, man. Parkour. All right. Hey, you didn't even move. Wonderful. So, with that, we're going to actually run away from all of these mobs up the side of the hill towards our base. And I'm going to say, you missed. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching this episode, folks. I hope the new people who've been coming in with this new series have been enjoying it so far. If you've made it this far and you're new, say hello in the comments. I'm really, really grateful to you guys popping in and saying such wonderful things, and I do hope you continue to enjoy this series. But I'm going to sleep for the night here, hook you up to there, and I'm going to say thank you very much for watching this episode, folks. Thank you to my Patreon supporters, especially my level 3 supporters, Carl and Ness. I appreciate you guys, and the help that you give me running the community server. We do have a community Discord if you would like to pop by and put your name on the whitelist for that server that is updating to 1.18 very, very shortly. And with all that being said, I hope you guys take care of yourselves until the next episode, and I'll see you then. Alright, take care everyone. Thanks for watching. Oh god, no. No. Oh, that's what happened before. Oi, and you too. Oh god, they're everywhere. Bye-bye. Woo.